So the Fung Bros made quite a lot of videos about Singapore and what they loved about Singapore, looking out as an outsider. But I'm I'm gonna talk about my 2 cents as kind of also an outsider. But since I lived there for a couple years, I was born there and lived there for a couple of years. So I'll give my 2 cents from my experiences living there and what I like and don't like about Singapore. First, I'll talk about what I like about it. Well, of course, the food. The food is amazing. I don't remember what it tastes like, but I remember loving all the food. Um, and also, um, it's really safe. When I was like 1 years old, I got lost in I got lost in a supermarket, and then my parents couldn't find me, and I somehow found my way home, and I was just sitting there waiting for them. And I was like, "Oh, hey, you guys are back. Can I go home now? Can I get the keys to my home now?" Now let's talk about the dislikes. Oh, there's a lot. Um, well, first off, if you're born there, you have to go to national service. Um, for a lot of Singaporeans, it's just something that you do. It's just part of your life. But especially if you move away, and like you have to go back, that sucks. You don't want to like spend, because it starts at the end of the year, so you don't want to have to spend 3 years. Like it's 2 years, but you can't start college until like you come back in the fall, and it's just it feels like it's just a waste of time. And also next, there's uh, um, the car prices are insane. When I lived there, we always took cabs and taxis wherever we went. So that's another downside. And also, I hate the Singaporean accent. I hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. Hate Singlish. I hate the Singaporean accent, especially the Singlish that people speak. Especially even if all the words are in English, it's still annoying to hear. Cause there's this phrase. I The worst phrase I've heard in Singlish. Oh my god, is the it's like Google translated English. Like if you okay, so the phrase is "Why you see me no up," but it translates to, in modern English, it translates to, um, "Why are you looking down on me?" Yeah, that's the worst it can get. That's literally the worst. And next, there's no seasons in Singapore, so it's always super hot. Always have to turn on the AC every day, and yeah, the climate. Oh my god, it's bad. And um, I hated, hated school. Uh, the school that I went to, all the schools that I, besides besides international schools, all the schools that I've heard about, and that I heard that my friends went to, and that I went to, that they all were public schools, but they all had uniforms. I had a really ugly uniform. Ugh, hated it. And not only that we had a did we have a uniform, we also had PE uniforms. So it was a pain. I hated uniforms, especially since it was so ugly. Ah, that ugly green. Ugh. And yeah, so you guys see how many dislikes versus likes that I have about Singapore. So bottom line, I guess I don't really hate Singapore that much. I just hate living there. I wouldn't hate traveling there for like a vacation, but living there would be a little too much, and I wouldn't be able to handle it. So yeah, I guess I would vacation, but living there is no.